Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Booze and Popcorn. I'm your host, Robert. I'm joined here by my good friend, Toiler.
Great to be here with you, Robert.
Lovely and talented Johnny.
That says it all.
And my brother, Michael.
You just had a discussion about how much he hates that.
And behind the camera, we've got, again, our lovely and talented engineer, Franklin. So today we're going to talk about the fact that I saw Apocalypse and no one else did. We're going to talk. We actually over the last week made fantasy modern retelling of the Godfather picks for the casting of the main three Corleone brothers, Tom Hagen and Vito, and the director as well, and
Fantasy Movie League,
and many other terrible things probably.
Terrible ideas.
Let's just get the Apocalypse thing out of the way because I'm the only one who saw it. No spoilers, by the way. I'll try. Overall, a good movie, not a great movie. Oscar Isaac's fantastic, performance-wise. His character's not written that well. It suffers from a really boring third act because it's literally just people standing, moving their arms in a weird way, and it doesn't really.
Interesting.
It's a boring third act. It's so anticlimactic. It's building up to this huge thing that Apocalypse is going to do, and then it's just. Well, he stood there and put his arms up and did that. That's about it. McAvoy's great again as Professor Xavier. Jennifer Lawrence phones it in again as Mystique. Like, literally the most effortless, in a terrible way, performance I've ever seen from her. And in the whole movie. Cyclops is a shallow piece of shit. Literally a shallow piece of shit. Fox rubs in everyone's face a particular big franchise that they still own the rights to. That's not X-Men in this movie. I'm not going to say what it is. Sophie Turner as Sansa, surprisingly good, stale at moments, but overall pretty decent. But the overall highlight of the movie is Michael Fassbender as Eric Lehnsherr or Magneto. He's the emotional center of the movie. Most things that actually happen are him. All the emotional moments that happen are him. He's the only one with an actual arc in this movie. He actually develops and grows as a character. One moment where they kind of overdo it, and it's kind of, as Tyler would say, very Shakespearean.
Does he deliver like a soliloquy or something?
No, it's just there's a moment where it's you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it, where something terrible happens to him, and his initial reaction, you totally believe it, and then it goes off into this like this overacted, like terribly written, like 5-second little thing that's just awful, and then it goes right back to being awesome in regards to him. Another highlight of this movie is our Quicksilver scene. We got a great one in Days of Future Past, probably the most memorable moment of that entire movie, and we get him back in this one. And Quicksilver's back. They have to do another like awesome, hilarious Quicksilver scene. The song, I would argue, is better than the one from Days of Future Past. There's a song again.
I don't know if I can believe that.
The bottle's perfect. Trust me, it's awesome. And then the moment itself, you see how fast he is, how powerful he is as a mutant, and like how good he is at using his particular power that he has. But it's still hilarious. It's still great. There's so many really cool things put in there. I can't do too much more without spoiling it. Also, just think there is an end credit scene. Sit through the credits. There's something at the end. Don't get up and leave. You will miss something for the build up into the next thing. Definitely, like I said, a good movie, not great. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Still fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, but
I feel like
not
that's
great.
the overall vibe I'm hearing too online right now. It's like
it's
not bad.
If you want to go see a
not
superhero movie, if you want to go see an X-Men movie, go see it.
It's like a step up above Batman v Superman, but like a step down from like Civil War.
Yeah, it's better. Well, I gave Batman v Superman a 7.5.
Oh,
myself. I would put Apocalypse a little bit below that.
Piece of shit.
I will admit,
Yes, heavy bias.
Batman v Superman got like a half-point Batman boost for me because Batman.
Yeah, I think it was about a 7.5 point boost because of Batman.
I think you're an asshole.
I didn't hate that movie. I finally watched it.
Yeah,
It was hard to follow.
I enjoyed it. But it had
I didn't
its
hate it.
pitfalls. This movie has its pitfalls as well. But I think the issues with this one, I think the reason I don't forgive them is because of how easily fixed a lot of them were. Like you can tell like where they decided the budget was going to go with this movie, and they just didn't put it in the right places, or make one little quick decision like, oh, you know what, that part there, that's a little too much. Let's cut that out, or things like that would have sped up the pacing more, and that would have overall made the movie better. But then also would have made those individual scenes work better. It was quick, easy fixes, and I tend to not forgive those as easily as I forgive the issues Batman v Superman has. Batman v Superman has an issue of trying to do too much in its movie. That's its main problem, is it tries to do too much. Mm-hmm. Whereas this one doesn't do too much, but what it does, it tries to drag it out for so long. They could have made it a shorter, tighter film, and it would have been better if they had cut out certain things and put in more effort into certain areas than they did They made poor decisions. And I forgive that a little bit less than I'm going to forgive Batman v Superman, which is why I go with a 6.5 out of 10. Still worth checking out. Still a great time at the movies. I very much enjoyed it. But it's also just coming off of Days of Future Past, which was so good and so great, and everyone loved it. And it was like the triumphant return of Bryan Singer. In comparison, Apocalypse just doesn't deliver as much, and the voice effects they do are stupid. I will hold by that. It's stupid. The look's great. He looks awesome.
Of who?
Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
Because in the trailers, every single trailer we got, his voice was different.
Interesting.
In the movie, you'll kind of see how it all works out, but it's still stupid.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't say any more without spoiling. There's so much more I want to say, but I will spoil it for you guys, and I don't want to. But check it out, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit more detail next time, maybe. Moving on to our next subject. Like I said at the top of the show, over the past week, we've all been going through, or not going through, I guess, just like thinking about if The Godfather were made today. And this isn't a remake. It was never made in 1970. It was, released in 1972. Oh. It never came out. And we're just putting it out today just based on actors and talent we have today and what their resumes are, not including The Godfather. So you can't say, I'll have Francis Ford Coppola direct it because he directed the first one. No, it never happened.
Gotcha.
So for
I wasn't thinking like that when I made mine.
You weren't.
I was thinking remake. I admit it.
You see, I told you this. You don't listen.
Yeah, I chose not to. Yeah,
exactly. It's cool. You're pretty. But that's kind of the mindset we were supposed to go into it with. And basically what the premise was the books were released in the 70s. Books have been out, and then someone decided we're going to adapt these books now into a movie. And we picked a director, Vito, the three Corleone brothers, and Tom Hagen. I want Michael to go first because I actually really like his.
No, I think you
because I helped with his, and I want to know. And it's actually, I would watch this.
Okay.
Because it's interesting.
So, the main decision that a couple of these I made on my own, and I didn't let Robert sway me at all on them, was Guy Ritchie would direct it. Mm-hmm. And I picked Christian Bale for Fredo.
An interesting choice.
I know why he's going there, though.
Yeah, because he could play that. Christian Bale can transform himself into like this awkward-looking guy, an awkward acting guy that Fredo is. For Don Vito, I picked Robert Downey Jr. For Michael, I picked Aaron Paul. Mm-hmm. For Sonny, I picked Mark Wahlberg. And for Tom, I picked Jude Law. Now, I was kind of like iffy on Robert RDJ for Don Vito. I kind of wanted Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, you should have been Daniel.
No, but for the type of movie that Guy Ritchie would make.
Yeah, okay.
Robert Downey Jr. made a lot more sense. Now, for Aaron Paul, he's just a fantastic actor. I think he would work well with Guy Ritchie in that style of movie, and he's young enough to play Michael. But he's also that age where, because Michael gets older throughout the movies. Are we doing it for all three or just the first Godfather?
Just the first one. If it's successful, obviously they make the sequels.
Okay, but Aaron Paul could do the sequels as the older Michael, and he could look older as it goes on. Jude Law, because Tom's supposed to be the attractive guy, and Jude Law's an attractive guy, and he has really good acting chops, and I think he would also work well with Guy Ritchie. And then Mark Wahlberg as Sonny. This one is the one that Robert had the most influence on because I really didn't want to pick him. But Robert pointed out that Mark Wahlberg does have the capability to be a good actor if he has the right director behind him.
Yes.
Guy Ritchie's a very good director, so I think it would be a very interesting thing to see Mark Wahlberg as the older. He's the big brother. He goes out and he gets into fights, and he's the muscle. That's who Sonny is. So Mark Wahlberg could fit into that role really well. So that was my list. I think it would be an interesting movie.
I really like your list just because the actors are so much picked based on the director and the type of movie he would make. Like, he's not going to make the super serious drama that Coppola made back in '72. He's going to make something, it's going to have a little bit more lighter moments in it, a lot of like sarcasm and things that just like little things Guy Ritchie does in his movies. So like Robert Downey Jr. is a great choice for Vito. I personally I'm not a huge fan of the casting of Christian Bale as Fredo, but he would still be a good choice for it. He would still pull it off. He's Christian Bale, he's one of the finer actors working today.
He's in that Shakespearean class.
And because I pushed for Mark Wahlberg, I will defend him. Mark Wahlberg would make an interesting Sonny in a Guy Ritchie movie. I think it would be. I would watch it.
Yeah.
I would watch it just to see what they did.
In my defense, I wanted Jason Statham as Sonny, but Robert fought tooth and nail for Mark Wahlberg.
I think Mark Wahlberg has
I
a
wanted
little
Jason
bit more
Statham.
chops acting wise.
I do agree with him there. Now,
But Jason Statham and Guy Ritchie work really. You've seen Snatch, right?
yeah, Jason Statham would have made a much more volatile Sonny.
Well, that's what Sonny is, though.
You know, I know.
That's why I think Jason
yeah,
Statham would.
but
been
Sonny with a
great.
Cockney English accent makes
Okay.
no sense.
Oh, he would not. Doesn't have to do a Cockney accent.
No, I think it
Have
would
you
be
heard Jason
amazing.
Statham not do an English accent? It's not very good.
I think it would be interesting if all of them had English accents in the movie, and they just turned it to the English Godfather.
No, see,
I like it.
and you will be like drug through the streets if you do that.
Why?
Like you're
No,
the producer
original was never made.
making all these decisions. We're gonna rewrite it and turn it because remember the books still came out,
Yeah.
and in the books they're not English. They're very not English. God. Tyler, John, either you guys want to go first or should I get mine out of the way?
Tyler, have you made yours? Because I know you.
I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to.
Tyler
record
was
tonight,
too
so-
cool to do a list.
No,
Or
like I
prepare
had an
one.
idea for one, and mine's pretty loose just because I also didn't see The Godfather until much later in life, and even then, I watched it over the course of 2 nights because I fell asleep the first night because it was really late when I watched it. Not anything about the movie, but I was tired and something. I would think I'd been drinking or something. I don't know. But you know what? Maybe I should have you. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna have you go first.
Okay.
Because there might be some similarities.
Do you
and I
want?
don't
Do you want to like reveal
No,
your big
you- no.
surprise list? Okay, I'll do mine. I'll do mine. So for me,
yours is.
I think John needs to go last. I want
Yes.
the big surprise. He thinks
he thinks his
said-
list is so great.
hey, based on his fantasy movie league, he has the most merits here, Robert.
He does.
This is true.
He does.
I have
So
about $2 million more.
So my picks for direct
Piss
my
is
pick
yellow.
my pick sometimes my pick for director was David Fincher. Really good at making more character. I was going between him and Christopher Nolan. I want to go in with Fincher because he handles character moments a little bit better than Nolan does. Nolan handles the a visual the visual aspects of filmmaking a little bit better. They're grander. But I don't think
There's
Godfather
a
needs
real big, heavy style with this too.
Yeah,
Dramatic style.
and I don't think Nolan fits Godfather particularly well. So I went with Fincher as the director. And
I already
then
can see the color palette for this movie.
for
Very dire.
for Vito, I made a very stereotypical choice, but based on his performances in Goodfellas, in Casino, in Silver
Joe
Linings,
Pesci.
Silver Linings Playbook, and especially American Hustle.
Joe Pesci.
I actually thought about that, but I decided to go with Robert De Niro.
Fuck you looking at.
Because Robert De Niro has not. That would be hilarious. Just saying. That would, like, if Scorsese made The Godfather, Pesci would be Vito. But I decided to go, and it was there was other actors I debated. Like after I picked De Niro, I thought Pesci. I also thought about Jack Nicholson, and Tommy Lee Jones. But I wound up going with De Niro, and I thought about Al Pacino as well. But I went with De Niro because even without Godfather, he still has acting credits like Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, the other ones I mentioned, Goodfellas, Casino, Silver Linings Playbook, and American Hustle. That all lend
You
themselves.
forgot the American classic, Meet the Fockers.
Oh yes.
You also
all of
forgot
those-
Dirty Grandpa.
I
all-
also forgot the classic Meet the Parents.
Meet the Fockers, though.
All of
Really?
those
The
guys.
movie he did with Zac Efron was Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty
right?
Grandpa.
Yeah, you forgot Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Gramps.
But all of those, except for the ones that everyone else mentioned.
Kudos to Aubrey Plaza for trying to be super hot in front of like an old man, just like turning up to like
Apparently, she said
11.
It was, like the greatest scene she's ever done. Like
That's amazing.
This
said
went
it-
off the rails real quickly.
She said it was just hysterical and it was so much fun. Like it was because he made it like really relaxed and like
Oh, that's good.
totally got it. But it
So I was like,
she said
damn.
apparently it was hysterical to film the sex scene with De Niro.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay.
Sorry.
In
Sorry,
the role of
sorry.
Sonny, I cast Christian Bale. Based on, I did my list first, bitch.
I was typing up my list, and then he sent out his right before I was sending out.
I texted to the group so that they wouldn't have any of the same picks as me because I wanted this to be different. So I picked Christian Bale based on stuff like The Fighter. He really kind of has a Sonny-esque persona of the older brother. Doesn't really think things through too much, but still has the wiser older brother kind of mentality over Mark Wahlberg's Mark Wahlberg's character in The
Got an
Fighter.
accent there, Robert.
And also another movie called Out of the Furnace, which was a very small movie he made, was in, and was very entertaining, very good. One of my favorite movies. I think it was 2014 it came out, but it was really, really good, and I really liked him in it, and it kind of lended himself towards a Sonny kind of character. Fredo is, in my opinion, my most interesting pick. I picked Elijah Wood as
Because he
Fredo.
played Frodo. Got it.
That's exactly-
That is
Got it.
exactly why. Actually.
That was
no,
exactly
it.
my
No,
thought.
I think he's
No,
got
no justification needed. You got it.
I think he's got the chops. I think he's got the chops, and he's obviously got the look. So I think
Yes.
that I think he could definitely pull off Fredo. For Tom Hagen, I picked Michael Fassbender,
Dude.
which for me was like, I was debating between a few. I told Frank about this last week. I had Bradley Cooper in that slot, and ultimately wound up thinking Fassbender. Fassbender's
But
a
Rocket
little bit better.
Raccoon.
Fassbender. And then in the role of Michael, brava, I have Oscar Isaac. I think Oscar Isaac definitely has shown us he's got the chops. He's got that likability, but also if you've seen Ex Machina, has like the likability, but in a really asshole kind of way. Like you like him, but you know he's a dick. And that's the kind of thing that you need to bring to the role of Michael. Is you need to have that kind of innocence, that likability, because he is your main character. So you do need to like him. You do need to invest in him. But he's an asshole. So I think that I think he's shown that he's played characters with a lot of elements of Michael in them. And of course, he's one of like those up and comers in Hollywood. If I made that movie, if I make any movie, I want to cast Oscar Isaac in it right now. Why not put someone with his kind of chops and his charisma and like likability on screen in my main character, who if this is successful, is going to carry a franchise. I think Oscar Isaac can do it.
And as Katniss Everdeen, I cast Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, my head hurt after that one.
Who wants to go next? Tyler. or
Tyler.
John?
I'll go
Tyler's
next just because,
going.
like I said,
You
mine's
started.
half-assed. But like, and mine almost doesn't. I can't really think of like a one singular coherent vision. But if I could think of a director, David Fincher. God, yes. See, that's why I wanted you to go first because a lot of my things are similar to yours. Because
Biter.
I see them. Exactly. That's why I wanted to go last because that way I don't steal your thunder because yours are really good.
Fuck. Boy.
Except I was thinking for Sonny, Bobby Cannavale.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've seen him in Vinyl or anything like that, but he's
Yeah.
really good in that. I could kind of see him being like he gets serious, but then also he has a lot of flaws, and I could see like him being the character that kind of gets cut off at some point for doing something stupid,
Yeah.
quick tempered or something, or not thinking straight. And then for Tom Hagen, I was thinking, what was it? Forgot. I'll come back to it. But I was also playing with the idea of Christian Bale as Michael, just because visually I see it. For some reason, I see it visually, and I always think of like Quiet Michael, and I think like Christian Bale could play. Because from where I read the movie, like is Michael being quiet a lot of the movie,
Yeah.
and I could kind of see like a serious toned, and then kind of a every once in a while kind of like slightly like charismatic character, and I could see that in a Christian Bale type.
I think
might be a little too old
yeah,
for
I'll,
it.
I'll let you finish. Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's
That
a little
was-
too old for Michael.
And that's where I was having the issue with it. But if I could place like if this was placed at like a couple of years ago, maybe
it's a fantasy thing, so
Yeah.
like there's pretty much no stipulations to it. So
But I think if this was like 2002 or something, I could easily see like Christian
yeah,
Bale fitting that really well.
coming right off American Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Something like that. And then Tom Hagen. What did I have for Tom Hagen? I had something good, I thought, but obviously.
because their names are so similar.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Tom Hiddleston for Michael wouldn't be that bad either.
That
to
wouldn't be a bad
honest.
choice,
Actually, at
honestly.
all.
Yeah.
Because he's actually young enough where he could do the really young part, and then. Wow, dude. Why wasn't that your choice? That actually would have been
Because
amazing.
he would
'cause
not
yours
work
was
in a
for
Guy Ritchie movie,
film.
yeah.
That's why.
Mine's for a Guy
That's
Ritchie
why-
film.
Well, that's a good one though.
An alternative Godfather.
And then
The
Fredo, I
Godfather.
don't even remember the character of Fredo.
He's the weaselly like half bald one.
Like I said, I don't even remember
Yo,
him.
Michael's heart.
I
grabs
don't
him,
even remember him.
I know it was you, Fredo.
And then same thing though. This is gonna be completely by you, but this is what went through my head was that Vito, Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Like just for me, I couldn't think of like any older actor that can like do it, especially if
Joe
you
Pesci.
just took.
You just said maybe less than 5 minutes ago.
I was kidding. In this David Fincher-esque film,
Joe Pesci.
he's too
mean,
like.
I couldn't I mean,
Like-
awful. He couldn't refuse.
like funny how.
Yeah.
Funny how?
Like I was thinking De Niro or I was even thinking like, what if it was like Bryan Cranston?
We talked. Michael and I.
That
talked
was
about
like the
it.
one that like you guys saw De Niro yours, but I was thinking like, what if like
the Godfather.
Say my name.
because like he
you
could
come to me. Corleone.
because I was thinking like
Goddamn right.
he's really intense and like can be like really subtle about it.
Yeah.
So I really thought like
You
he
come
would
to
be
me
good.
on the day of my daughter's wedding. Not in friendship. You don't even invite me over for a cup of coffee. Brother. Macho Man Randy Savage as Vito Corleone.
Did he just pop in?
Directed by Michael Bay. Michael Bay presents The Godfathers.
Oh, you know what?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Shit, what's his
Shia
name?
LaBeouf will play Michael.
What's
No, The Rock
movie?
will play Michael.
This would be
No, he would play Sonny.
No, John Cena.
So this is who my Tom Hagen is.
Yes.
Jeremy Irons. Because he was
If
was
this is- if
basically
this is a
Sonny
fantasy thing, you can
in
have
Batman
any-
v Superman.
Yeah.
Like to me, I was like Jeremy Irons is like Sonny from The Godfather. So if I had to pick, it would be Jeremy Irons as Sonny. Not Sonny. Sorry, Tom Hagen as Tom Hagen.
Okay, yeah.
As Tom Hagen.
I was
sorry.
gonna say, like, oh, there?
as
What?
Tom Hagen. Yeah. Totally. That's would be my choice.
Yeah.
'Cause I see
You're
him as
allowed to
that
pick like
so-
young versions of these guys, so.
Wait, we were?
So
I could have picked friggin' like young original cast and won.
No.
Fuck you.
I told you that's
No,
not
you
an
said,
option.
you said it had to be them now.
oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was like now's roster. Like you're doing this
You
right
could,
now.
you could do it now, but because the fantasy thing, if you need to like
Oh,
stretch it a
okay.
little bit to make it work,
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
change my list. Hold on.
it's
So
over.
yeah,
You
so yeah,
changed the
Michael,
rules
Tom
on me.
Hiddleston, Sonny, Bobby Cannavale, David Fincher, Robert De Niro, Bryan Cranston, and then Jeremy Irons as Tom Hagen. Fredo, you could fuck off. Could give it to like someone else. Give it to Adam Sandler or something. I don't care.
Okay, Johnny, I have to hear this.
Give it to Rob Schneider.
So my
Rob Schneider
first-
is
Such
Fredo.
No.
such hype.
my
Let's
first
go.
my first thought when this was brought
Oh
up.
wait. Oh, sorry. Real quick. My other one, if this was another movie, would have been Nick Nolte as Vito. Just 'cause they're like,
What the fuck was that? Johnny,
Nolte.
please go.
My first thought when this was brought up was fuck this. Like you want to make me think of a director and then a cast. Like I'm
What do I look
terrible.
like?
I'm terrible of remembering directors, let alone like what kind of movies they make. Like that's
So you went to IMDb. It was like, who made The Godfather?
so my first, yeah, basically I did actually have to look up the cast again because I'm like I haven't seen it in a while and two I'm like
Okay.
who is who. I don't remember who Sonny was at first. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's the brother, but which one is he? And anyways, and so when I came up with mine, my first thought was, fuck this, let's have fun. Michael Bay was a close guess. That would have been a lot of fun. I almost made a Michael Bay list afterwards.
dude, I want to hear that.
Did you pick Zack Snyder?
No, I picked Judd Apatow.
You picked Judd Apatow? I have to see. I think it's David Spade, Adam
Rudd.
Sandler,
No,
Paul
so
Rudd.
hold on.
This is gonna be good.
Leslie
Don
Mann.
Vito would be played by Seth Rogen. Because big,
God damn it.
I mean, come on. Imagine turn around. You come to me at my daughter's wedding.
Where's other Don?
Freaks and geeks and mobsters.
For Michael, I picked Jonah Hill because perfect.
Not James Franco.
No, not James Franco.
No, that's Fredo.
That was actually I did not put Franco on my list originally. I thought because you brought it, someone else brought it up to me that James Franco would have been good for it. And I thought yes, maybe, but I think I have a better Fredo. Michael would be Jonah Hill because you can play that young kind of innocent guy that kind of goes off the rails and crazy at the end there, and it would be hysterical to watch. Sonny would be Paul Rudd because I would like to see Paul Rudd. I was also thinking, and I think Paul Rudd could also have been James Franco, or sorry, Sonny could also have been James Franco.
This just in. Paul Rudd is James Franco.
I mean,
Breaking news here.
this is James Franco. We're
You
talking
heard it
about.
on Booze and Popcorn, folks. Hashtag Rudd is Franco.
This has been a lifelong art installation.
Sonny, Paul Rudd, because Paul Rudd in some of his films does get that really crazy angry, and while it's not usually, again, I was thinking, fuck this, let's have fun.
I was like,
so
I
it would be
can't-
really entertaining
I
to
can't
see
see
him
him
getting angry.
playing the big. I could see him as Fredo. I don't know if I could see him playing the big brother.
He'd be the big brother who's just a total dick.
Brian Fantana. Just imagine Sonny.
You could have put Will Ferrell.
No.
in this-
Just
Yeah,
imagine Brian Fantana being Sonny.
Oh,
That's
Like, that would be good.
That's exactly. Thank you.
70% of the time, it works every time.
Tom would be Jason Segel
Okay.
because big, tall, the talker.
Tom Sawyer.
Tom, yeah, does very much a smooth talker,
Wait,
which
wait.
is kind of how I remember Tom. And I could see him putting a horse head in someone's bed. And Fredo was kind of torn. I thought
Did you pitch that Jay
Baruchel.
Baruchel,
was my
yeah.
choice.
Yeah,
Because
I had a
if
feeling.
anyone it looks the most and seems the most pitiful person, it's Jay Baruchel. He literally he plays himself in This Is the End, and that is his character, this pitiful, like, no one likes me, and that is Fredo. My other thought was it could have been Steve Carell. Very much could have been Steve Carell.
It could have been Steve Carell.
And I'm kind of torn the two. I think Jay Baruchel would fit. It depends on the kind of Fredo you want to play. If you want to play him as the pitiful, woe is me guy, Jay Baruchel. If you want to play him kind of more of the pitiable but feel bad for me guy, Steve Carell.
I would leave it exactly the same, but change the director to Adam McKay instead of Judd Apatow,
I think that's fair.
and potentially switch out Seth Rogen for Will Ferrell, potentially, and then leave it alone. That's potentially. I think Seth Rogen could work, but I would switch the director out for
Insert
Adam
cast of
McKay.
Anchorman.
Question:
Yes.
Where is Michael Cera doing cocaine up his butt in this movie?
Michael
Where
Cera-
can we fit that into the movie?
Michael
sure.
Cera
The
plays
kids
Waltz.
love Michael Cera,
Michael Cera
John.
plays Waltz, the film producer who.
Where can we put him in?
But the only thing I would change is your Fredo for Martin Starr.
Okay. Touche. Martin Starr would have been a great Fredo as well.
Oh, and James Franco could play Johnny Fontaine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leslie Mann, of course, would be in it
Wait,
somewhere.
is Fredo like pretty subdued? Because Martin Starr is like pretty low key and.
Yeah.
No, but he can play a really aggressive person at the same time.
Frank, do you have a list?
I did because at one time me and Robert talked about it in the car, but it's super broken by now. I'd be super.
Because
switching it.
okay, one thing I'm suggesting we should make a Michael Bay list right now.
I was
Michael
gonna say,
Bay.
like,
Okay.
Let's make a Michael Bay
Okay.
list
All right.
As Vito.
for Michael Bay.
Who's old and is in a lot of movies right now? Old Hollywood
John
actor.
Turturro, I think his name is.
Old Hollywood actors.
The guy who
Clint
wears
Eastwood.
the guy who wears the jockstrap in Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, is Mickey Rooney still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That would be.
Mickey
would be.
Rooney. Okay, done.
Or
Vito.
Schwarzenegger could have been a fun one, too.
I think
His
he's-
accent would have gotten in the way, though. I want to see him do
totally.
Italian.
He could not refuse.
Make him in the
down.
No. John Malkovich is Vito.
Yes, I'm in for it. I'm in.
Michael Bay directing. John Malkovich's veto.
Yes, agreed.
Done.
Greenlit. I don't even
Okay.
need to hear that.
No. We're finishing this. We're finishing
Let's
this.
do Fredo next.
Fredo for Michael Bay.
Who's a? I want to say Shia LaBeouf because he's a piece of shit, but
John Krasinski.
no.
Yes.
It's a Michael Bay film. Remember?
Michael
Yeah, John Krasinski. Did you guys not see
Oh,
13
he
Hours?
wasn't. No.
He's in 13 Hours, and he's in The
That's
Office too.
I know the Office.
That is he could totally be Fredo.
Can't act like we don't know the Office.
Yeah, he could totally be Fredo.
The real issue is I don't know how Fredo was because I don't remember Fredo, so I don't know how to cast
Fredo's
him.
like the
He's
Weasley.
the Weasley. He's the backstabber. He's a piece of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Andy Samberg.
No, the other one.
Cholo Trio.
Yeah.
Who plays
Cholo Trio.
who plays Dwight in The Office?
Oh.
Ryan.
No, not
He could be
No,
Fredo.
it's Riann.
Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson. There you go.
He could totally be Fredo. Could he be Fredo, Frank?
He was in a Michael Bay film, so I think he could do it. He played that Weasley ass professor in
Yeah,
Transformers.
he did. That's
He's
right.
like fucking all of his like
Could he, Frank?
students.
Frank,
Okay,
we got a yes.
I like Rainn Wilson.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it
Sunny.
slide.
Sonny.
Sonny.
John Cena.
No.
You wouldn't be able to
It's
see
John Cena. Sorry.
So we need like a really
The Rock. I don't
The
know.
Rock.
It has to be someone like. Oh, it could be Mark Wahlberg. He was in a Michael Bay movie.
Well, I was gonna say I want Channing Tatum as Michael.
I was gonna say that too.
I want Michael Corleone as Channing
That
Tatum.
was gonna be the
Done
finale.
and
And then
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg because he's a little bit bigger than him as Sonny.
As Sonny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Tom Hagen we said is who's Tom?
We didn't cast Tom.
Okay, so we need someone who's gonna take care of business, who's gonna make it always okay. Who does that? Who does that right now? Samuel L. Jackson.
No, he won't. He won't work well with Michael Bay. I think.
Okay. So Michael Bay's over the top. He's a crazy man. He wears white
What,
linen.
what about John Turturro for that role for Tom Hagen?
I'm gonna say Donatello.
Who?
Donatello.
The Ninja Turtle?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Michael Bay.
No, it has to be an actor.
Fuck.
It has to be an actor.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh my God.
I can't think of anything.
Ben
else.
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. No.
No, he's too
No.
serious
Ben Affleck,
now.
way too
He's
serious.
Batman all the time.
But it's
Matt
Michael
Damon.
Matt Damon.
No, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
Matt. No, Michael Bay.
Not
Who's in
Michael Bay.
Ryan
blockbuster
Reynolds?
films right now? No, he ain't gonna do it.
Who?
He's above that movie.
Who?
He's not looking for work.
Who?
Ryan Gosling?
No.
No, he's not looking for work either. Like that.
Tyrese Gibson.
Ludicrous.
That's a weird
We
choice.
didn't cast
That is
Vince
a
Vaughn
weird choice.
or Vince Vaughn. What am I saying?
Vin
Vin
Diesel?
Diesel.
He's not. He doesn't do Michael Bay stuff.
But he
No,
doesn't have to
but
be
he
though.
He's doing Fast and Furious movies. It's basically
Can't
the
just,
same
can't just,
thing.
can we
The
just have
Michael Bay
Megan
film.
Fox be Tom Hagen?
No.
He would fit
That would
for-
be
How
interesting.
about Jeff Bridges?
No.
he's
Chloe
still-
Grace Moretz as Tom
I have
Hagen.
no idea who that is.
Okay.
Tom Hagen or Tom Hagen?
Hit girl from Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Hold on. Tom Hiddleston, because they have the similar name.
Nope. No.
Make that happen. It's not gonna happen.
That's
Stop
Michael.
trying to make
That's Michael
Tom
Bay
Hiddleston
logic, though. Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson as Tom Hagen. Yes. Such yes.
Okay. So that is our list for
Michael
the
Bay, if you need
Godfather.
an executive producer,
Consigliere. Who?
Jurors.
Consigliere. What do we do? Oh, my nipples. They hurt. Ah!
this movie is ready for prime time,
And
guys.
he has to help produce it so that when it is the piece of shit that it is, I can go ask him for a refund. I need that to happen.
Frank, what do you think of our Michael Bay's version of The
Give
Godfather?
it 3 Passion of the Bravehearts.
Well, guys, I think on that bombshell of a note, good night.
Oh God, I don't think I can ever top that.
Oh my god. Oh, I need to catch my breath. Hold on.
Now,
While you
now-
do that real quick, Frank, can you go to the freezer and grab me that thing from Jack in the Box real quick?
Can you grab me that thing from Jack in the Box?
Now, if Tarantino did it, the only thing I would say is Christoph Waltz would probably play
Vito?
Vito.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. And narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, it would be
Yeah.
narrated.
Of course, it would be narrated.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I killed that motherfucker.
Dude.
And I made that motherfucker.
I would love to think of a
That-
Tarantino
I made that
version of The
motherfucker
Godfather.
an offer that he
What
couldn't
Kurt
refuse.
Russell could play Tom Hagen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could easily. Who's Channing Tatum could be Michael again?
No. He
No.
was in a Tarantino movie.
Oh, dude, I broke the clip again.
God.
These things break so
Yeah,
easily.
they do.
Stop
It is-
playing with it.
I'm sorry.
God, what was the other? Who else would be in that?
Tom Cruise is Sonny.
What's
Not a
his
Tarantino
name?
film.
He
Why, he's
plays.
in Pulp Fiction.
He plays the cop in
Tom Cruise?
Reservoir
No,
Dogs.
Tom Cruise.
John
sorry.
Travolta?
John Travolta. I don't know why
Tyler
I got that
Stanhope.
mixed up.
No, he plays the
John
cop,
Travolta is
cop in
Sonny.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, who plays the cop in Reservoir Dogs?
What's his name?
Oh, the guy who's only in Tarantino films.
I should know this guy's name. Hold
Wait, the guy who plays the cop?
Steve Buscemi as Fredo.
Maybe Walter Goggins? The guy who
What's
plays,
with you and Steve Buscemi?
No,
Steve
not
Buscemi.
Walter Goggins.
Steve
You mean the
Buscemi,
big dude?
directed by Tarantino as Fredo.
plays the cop in Hateful... Oh, wait, which movie?
in Reservoir Dogs.
You're
Oh, Reservoir Dogs.
you're thinking of
Oh.
crap. What's his name?
He's in...
I just had it. The guy he's
Ray
in.
Liotta?
No. He plays the executioner in Hateful Eight. Tim Roth.
Tim
Tim
Roth.
You're
Roth.
thinking of
Tim
Tim
Roth.
Roth.
Thank you.
You're
Yes,
thinking of
Tim
Tim
Roth.
Roth. Yeah.
Tim Roth could be.
He doesn't play the cop, does he? Oh, he does. That's right.
He's-
He's,
That's
he's
right.
the
right,
undercover cop.
I thought you were thinking about the cop who got his face cut up.
No. That's a
R.I.P. Extra.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen. That'll be fun. Shit.
Is Michael Madsen the big dude?
Yeah, he's the one that cuts the guy's ear off.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to contest Steve Buscemi as Fredo?
And I'm okay with it
I'm fine with that.
because I just think of Fargo and it works.
Yeah. What else? Who else are we missing?
Sonny. We need a Sonny and a Michael.
Sonny and a Michael. Michael.
Channing Tatum. Sticking to it.
I'm pretty good with Channing Tatum as Michael because he's there. He doesn't really have young charismatic people in his movies, Robert. I'm sorry, he doesn't.
Are you guys going Quentin
Bruce
Tarantino?
Willis.
As Sonny.
As Sonny would be good, actually.
Bruce Willis as Sonny.
Gosh, no. There's
Ving Rhames as Michael.
Zed's dead.
Bing Rhames is Michael.
Ving Rhames as Michael.
Are we doing
In
Tarantino,
Tarantino.
now or Tarantino verse?
Tarantino now.
Big Rams is Michael.
Ving Rhames as Michael.
So now we're
Uma
having a
Thurman
bunch of
How
older
about
as
actors.
Michael.
How about How about Eli?
Uma
Roth?
Thurman.
It needs to be someone younger. That's
Brad Pitt as Michael.
no, younger.
How about Eli?
It's the first Godfather.
What about Eli Roth?
The
This
director?
is this pre-military.
Eli
Michael.
Roth, the director?
Oh,
No, because he's younger.
yeah. He plays the bear in Inglourious Basterds.
Fassbender. Fassbender's in Inglourious Bastards too.
True.
Yeah, but
Fassbender is Michael.
Too old.
Daniel Bruhl is Michael.
yes,
Daniel Bruhl.
yes.
Steve Brule.
Steve Bruhl is Michael.
Daniel-
Doctor Bro.
No hunks allowed.
Sweet barrel wine.
All right,
So much room for activities.
Oh,
Daniel,
okay.
I say Daniel Bruhl.
No, you did.
Yeah, Daniel Bruhl is
Yeah.
Michael.
I get him and
I'll,
Steve Brule
I'll
mixed
do
up.
it. I'll take that.
He made him an offer he couldn't refuse. What was the offer? Mission report. December 16th, 1991.
All right.
God damn it. God damn.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
So
And
last-
Chris Hemsworth plays Diane Keaton's character.
Can we do the George Lucas version
I was
circa
about to suggest that
2005?
George Lucas.
We're, no,
Hayden Christensen is Michael.
no. George Lucas now.
Hayden Christensen is Michael.
No, he would make an animated movie. So who would do the voices for these characters?
Hayden Christensen as Michael.
Sand
Of course, and it gets
gets in your vagina.
Frank Oz as Don Vito.
It's like we're taking this way
Ron
too far.
Howard as who would Ron Howard play? I'm gonna go with all the cast of. I'm just gonna rehash the cast from American Graffiti. Ad hoc it.
Who does Harrison Ford play?
Plays Vito.
No.
They all play Vito.
Vito just takes on different personas throughout the movie. It's a title. It's Don Vito. It's just a title. It's different people throughout the movie. It's a weird twist.
It's like James
There's no
Bond.
family either.
like
All the
007.
main characters are played by different people too.
if Lucas directed it, I would say Sean Connery is Vito.
Sean
Really?
Connery.
Yeah.
I would think he would just. Play
Roberto
the-
Bernoffa.
Huh?
I would think George Lucas.
George Lucas? No, I don't think so.
I mean, he fits the look now.
Who?
Yeah. I don't think he would do it. I think he'd have Sean Connery do it.
I think he would do it, and he would just have
Sean
Frank, he would
Connery.
just have Frank.
I don't think Sean Connery would be anywhere near this
Wait,
movie.
so if it's animated, I think Frank Oz would be Don Vito.
But I think it would be Sean Connery.
Don Vito.
No, if
No,
it's
Idris
animated,
Elba
no.
would be Vito.
John would play John.
Idris Elba will be the voice of Don Vito.
Isn't he dead?
Ewan McGregor
Yes.
is Sonny.
Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
What did he die of?
I don't know, heart disease or something.
He had some health issue.
And
he was a big guy.
not even an
Se-
actor. Not
some-
even an actor.
several.
Jar Jar
Did he
Binks is
have-
Fredo.
Did he have bad water rights?
Not even an actor. Jar Jar Binks
Can't
is
be-
Fredo.
No.
Don
I made him an offer he can't refuse.
That's Fredo, not Don Vito.
Oh, that was Don Vito. Sorry.
I don't like where this is going at this point.
Okay, let's move away from this topic.
How many different edits of that movie would come out though? That's the real question.
That is a great question.
Godfather Deluxe Special Edition.
We changed all the oranges to apples in this version.
We changed all the guns to lightsabers. Have fun, everybody. No, the guns to walkie-talkies. That's right.
Guns to walkie-talkies, and the knife that Salazzo has as a lightsaber.
That moment when Sonny gets gunned down, we CG in like a whole battalion.
a whole battalion of stormtroopers, and they all miss.
And then he re-
Gunning him down.
when he redoes Godfather 2 and that scene where he has the gun wrapped up in the napkin
Oh,
of the
yeah.
towel, it shoots a laser beam out instead of
Lights the
No, but
match.
he gets shot at first though.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And his head
body,
goes.
and no, not his head, his whole body, just upper body,
Just
just makes
upper torso moves and then
Clearly,
done.
clearly.
Because he would never shoot first. God damn! Wow, we took that too far.
Would Fredo become like a really bad child's character then?
Yes.
Just be like,
Jason Bateman would do the voice of Fredo.
Yeah. I'm
Just
yes.
calling that.
I thought it would have
Yes.
been Jason Segel, to be honest.
Donald Faison would do the
Why
voice
are, we
of
going,
Faison.
Sonny.
why are we going Scrubs now?
Donald Faison.
Donald Faison.
Faison. It's literally Faison.
Faison.
All right.
Faye?
And then Zach Braff just voices everybody else.
Yeah.
And then Rogue 2 comes out that takes place on Alderaan. It's just the story of Garden State on Alderaan on its last day of existence. And the movie ends with Zach Braff looking up and seeing the Death Star above the planet and then a big green flash.
Well, think about
and
it.
the movie ends.
The Godfather series actually does exactly what the Star Wars movies did. They
No.
start off,
No.
and then they go back,
No.
and then they go forward.
No.
Yes.
Let's not r/conspiracy.
They have all. That's where Lucas got the idea from, guys.
No.
Yes.
No, no,
Then
no.
It goes back. Then
J.J. Abrams presents The Godfather, The Sicilian Awakens.
Is the Godfather Part 3 directed by Colin Trevorrow? That's why it's also the one
I'm
no one
out.
likes
Yep.
to talk about.
I'm out.
See, it all fits perfectly. Star Wars is related to everything, guys. Rest my case. Good night.
So last week, Tyler showed us a video.
Well, let's talk about Joss Whedon's version.
Wait a second. Can we get a? Oh no, that was a Kevin Feige thing. Never mind.
Last week, Tyler showed us a video. Basically goes over the rules of what is called Fantasy Movie League. Same idea as fantasy football, but instead of setting a lineup based off of players and drafting players, every week you're given a list of movies to put into your virtual
Cineplex.
Cineplex.
And it's a lot easier than fantasy football
Yeah.
because there's no crazy shit. It's really, really
No,
easy.
you don't have to draft films or anything like that every
No
week.
trades.
There's a
nothing
much
like that.
lower chance of someone getting stabbed.
Yes.
Very.
Now, it's not non-existent. It's just lower.
No. We're only in week one. We're
So-
only in week one.
Just wait till the summer
Basically,
blockbusters.
so-
When Robert falls really far behind, then that's gonna start to get.
I'm
really bad.
on a weak start, but you guys are gonna lose. Just saying.
All I'm gonna say is don't piss off Leonard Maltin. We'll get you.
I need
So-
to buy his movie guide, by the way.
it's a
So Alfred Hitchcock's version of The Godfather. Proceed, Johnny. I'm sorry. You're like, no.
I try to think of. Oh god.
So it's basically you get a weekend box office. You pick a group of films that, with the goal of trying to generate the highest gross revenue. You get eight screens, and you get 100
10 screens.
8 screens.
You get eight. You get 8 screens.
Sorry,
you
it's
get $1,000.
Yeah, it's eight. Yeah.
You get up.
God
Select,
damn
you
it.
can select up to 8 films to feature on the 8 screens of your fantasy cineplex. You have each available movie has a fantasy movie league dollar amount cost. So, like this week, X-Men Apocalypse was like $700 to put it into your
Cineplex.
Cineplex because it's a huge release, and you get a fixed spending limit of $1,000.
Phrasing. For huge
Gotcha.
release.
Shit.
Thought I should clarify.
Wow.
There's
Come on,
also
John, words.
there's also a $2 million penalty for empty screens, as Robert
Yes.
forgot.
And
Yes.
if you
Which
leave a
is
screen open,
he's in last.
if you leave a screen open, you have to take a $2 million hit. You get usually there's like 50 movies available. Each one has ranging from big box office to small indie films. So you can use the littler ones to fill screens, so that you don't have to take that hit and still make some money.
It's crazy because like the blockbusters are like, say you have $1,000. I think X-Men was like $703 or something.
Yeah, something
So
crazy.
So you only get like one of like the major movie releases from that weekend, and then like you're left with like chump change almost. But what you can do is you can also like not pick that one, pick like a more B-level movie and stack it with like more B-C level movies,
'Cause you
and
can-
be like some smart people and just still make more than having X-Men in your theater.
Because you can
It's crazy.
also you can play the same movie on multiple screens. If you
Yeah.
want, you can put the same movie on all 8 screens.
Zootopia 3 screens didn't really
Yep.
quite work, but
Tommy Wiseau's The Room on every screen.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Tommy Wiseau's version of The Godfather. That's what I want.
So the
weird guy.
Mickey Rourke as Vito.
I just want Nick Nolte and everything. Can't understand the word that dude's saying.
So, John, back to the rules of Fantasy Movie League.
So they take the actual box office earnings of these films, calculate it up for the weekend. Usually weekends Friday through Sunday, except for like holiday weekends like the one we're on. So it'll be through Monday.
Really? It's going to count Monday.
Monday will count for.
Ooh, so I still have a day to beat you.
Yes, you do.
You're going down. John's going to win this week. This week.
He has an empty screen. I don't know.
And they go by. There's 4 seasons in a year for each season of the. Right now we're in the started the summer season.
Arguably the most fun in my opinion.
This is going to be interesting.
Blockbuster.
Because no one. It's great for people who like fantasy sports, but also for people who don't give a shit about sports and like movies. So it's perfect for us because we have a good combination of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to start our own. We have our own booze and popcorn one. We are, like I said, in week 1. Robert
is
forgot-
losing.
He forgot his penalties.
I forgot about the $2 million per
you're-
screen penalty,
you're
so
the-
I only filled 3 screens. So I got
So-
fucked.
Wait, I thought you forgot like one.
No, I forgot 3. I'm like
You're 6 million in debt.
I'm 10 million in the hole.
That's
every
2
per
per-
day. And
No,
I have
no,
8
it's-
screens and I have 3
I don't
filled.
believe
It's not per day. It's
not
just
per day,
you
just
you
total,
lose
just
out
for the week.
that round, that weekend.
that week.
I lost $10 million, guys.
No,
So-
there's 3 screens times
You've
2.
been
That's
Fantastic
6.
Four.
And you know what the best
No,
part
5
of
screen. I have 3 and I have 8 available.
Robert,
So
Robert,
I
you know
have
the
5
best part
empty
about that
screens.
is even without the penalty, you still came in last.
I know.
place.
Yes, as of now. So Rando
Maybe that's why
Ren-
though he has that penalty.
Rando
No,
Ren's
even
theater.
before the penalty, you came in
Yes,
last
but if
place.
I would have had more movies in
I'm
my
going over it
theaters,
right
which would
now.
have made more
Oh
money.
wait, guys, shut up, Sean.
I'm about to list off exactly what is going on. So Rando Ren's first order theater here is in last place at the moment.
Sounds so like-
He's at 79.234 million.
It's not that great.
He's got X-Men Apocalypse, Captain America, Civil War, and Neighbors 2. Those are his 3 movies and 5 empties.
That's it.
Oh, that was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you really pick Neighbors too?
Yes, he did. He picked Neighbors 2.
It's not doing terribly. I'm just taking a pretty big $10 million hit this week.
It's so far earned about 9.1 million this week. No.
It's almost made up my losses.
Yeah, it's
Almost. It's,
almost.
yeah. I got
Almost.
fucked.
Yes, you did.
Fantastic Four.
Fant 4 stick.
Fan Four Stick. There you
So even if you had those 10 million back, you'd actually have a little bit of help.
Because I would have more. I would have more movies in my screens.
Yeah.
So I would have more. It would be a boost.
You'd be
We can't.
close.
We honestly can't tell what it would be. But yeah, I fucked up.
We could
I
though.
forgot
if
about
we
the
wanted to
penalty.
get fancy, we could do some advanced metrics.
This is not fantasy sports. I'm not going to sit here and put up
Which
a
is
whiteboard
exactly-
and do all the ridiculous math to make it somehow make sense, like
Which is
John
ex-
does every season.
Which
for
is
football.
exactly why, if you want to have some fun,
Duh.
you should do this.
Tyler's Glorious Cinerama.
No, Gloria Cinerama.
Sorry. God damn. Is in
boy.
third at 90.252 million.
At least that was original. They didn't call it the fucking First Order.
Rando Ren's First Order Theater or
Yes,
Cineplex?
theater.
Theater, thank you.
Yeah.
With R-E at the end, not E-R.
He's got X-Men Apocalypse, Neighbors 2, Jungle Book, The Nice Guys. He's got Zootopia on 3 screens, and he also has
That's really.
the Huntsman.
I was really hoping for
Winter's
this.
War.
I renamed my cinema before because I didn't know you could rename it.
It was Tabrizi Michael. I wanted to
It
know
was
that.
just Tabrizi Michael Cinerama.
And if I could change it, it would be Brava Cinema.
It is now officially Super Serial Cinema. CEREAL.
Super cereal.
Are you a fan of Serial, the podcast?
No, just
No.
Super cereal.
Cereal like he's eating
Like
breakfast.
he's super. Oh,
guys,
Super
super cereal.
He's in. Michael's in second right now. 92 million. He's got X-Men Apocalypse, Captain America, Nice Guys, Money Monster, Zootopia, Huntsman, Barbershop, and Mother's Day.
I just realized most of these movies too I haven't seen, but Civil War.
I'm actually
All, add all of them to Tyler's wall of shame.
and through Sunday, leading our fantasy league through
Frank Montez.
Yeah!
Frank.
The Michael
No.
Bay Cineplex, run by John himself.
Independence Day on repeat every day, all day.
Jeff Goldblum, motherfucker.
I am kicking ass right now. Not really. I'm at 94. 94.755. So I got like two
With
and
an
a half
empty
million.
screen, though.
With an empty screen.
So he's taking the
What's
2
your
million.
Cineplex name, though?
My Cineplex name is Hawaii Theater. Thank you, Evan Olpring.
Evan,
Hawaii
remember that.
Theater. If you've watched the Super Serious podcast.
Wow, you're just fumbling all your words.
You've watched
He's
because our
staying in character. He's
our
method.
yeah, exactly. Our view.
I'm the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. I don't drop characters after I record the DVD commentary.
I don't like those people who say movie quotes, but then they say the quotes after the quote.
I know.
I
If you, for all of our viewers of the Super Serious podcast, you will understand where that comes from.
Yeah.
I got X-Men Apocalypse out there. I got The Jungle Book twice, The Nice Guys twice, Money Monster, Zootopia, and Open.
I feel like John's gonna smash this. Like
And
you.
so far, I am winning. We also still have tomorrow. We'll see what happens. It's just week 1 out of 14 weeks. It's the summer is the longest season. Wow, that's
impressive.
wow. Summer.
You want my cherry, bro?
Oh, I will take your cherry, Tyler.
Um,
I want that is recorded. Everyone knows I have offered to take his cherry.
wow.
He still has it, by the way.
No, I don't. Oh, no.
I'm gonna suck the cherries with a straw.
Jesus. Wow. So it's
Wow.
it's still early. We will keep you updated week to week.
Just get ready to go down, guys.
And if you
Week start.
if
but-
you and your friends want to jump
Just so
in,
you guys know,
you can-
Robert is really far behind.
yeah, he is determined to win this. He will lose. And it's gonna be
farthest
great.
behind.
We have yet to
You just
come
gotta.
up. No, no, do not punch that through that ceiling. So we have
Gotta
been
break through that
talking.
ceiling, guys.
We have been talking about a potential wager for this to put something on it. We don't necessarily want it to be money because that's boring.
It's too easy.
Too
and we
easy.
don't have any.
I either want
Just to be blunt about it, we don't got money.
like I either want like a punishment for the one in last place,
I think we should do both. That
a
makes
punishment
sense.
for last place, and a reward for first place.
Yes.
Besides money,
I'm
punishment is
gonna
like
make a trophy called the Ruxin.
I feel like
Oh, that
if
a
Michael
trophy would
loses,
be
if
nice.
Michael loses, I get to call him Bravo whenever I want, and his name on the bottom.
wait. I
thing
have a
will be
good one.
Bravo.
I have a good one.
No.
The loser gets their Netflix account commandeered by the other guys, who then get to control what's on their next play, their instant
but
queue
see,
for the next month.
There's an issue with that.
Why?
Because I use my sister's Netflix account.
I was
wouldn't
gonna say
work
because then
anyways.
then
And
like this
Robert-
is what you have to watch on Netflix now. It could be anything.
Robert and I share a Netflix account. So if I win and he loses, that doesn't make any sense.
at the end of
I'm
the
okay
season,
with it.
the loser will have to go on an episode dressed by the rest of the cast.
No.
If you're dressed by me, you're gonna come out looking better than when you walked in.
Well,
That's
we
a
need a
reward.
Tyler
But if we-
douchebag jar.
but if we get to dress
I'm gonna make you look
I
clean.
want-
All right,
should
all
dress Tyler.
all
'Cause he-
opposed. All opposed to the Tyler douchebag jar? All 4. We're gonna start with jar, everybody. Tyler douchebag jar. I don't know what we're gonna put in it. Probably some form of like beer ticket or something.
Yes.
And then at the end, Tyler has to chug all of it. Put a line
I
of
thought it was
beers.
like you have to buy all the beer after.
No, we'll do a line of
No,
shots.
no, no,
As
no.
I specified, we don't have money.
The Tyler douchebag jar is he puts money into the jar.
Oh,
I mean,
he
that's
puts-
how that works.
But we
And
don't
it buys
have
you
money.
guys.
No, he puts money.
I put money into it.
We
Oh,
don't.
I'm okay
It's
with
like
that
a
then.
swear
It's
jar.
like a swear jar. You
So I
swore,
can be a douchebag all I want, but only Tyler has to put
You
money.
can't be a
Yes.
douchebag because you don't know how to be
but
cool.
if you be too much of a douchebag,
There's $2 right there.
Frank, keep tally of this. He owes for this episode.
no, but see, like if you dress up, I could make Michael come dressed as in
Looking
a
good.
In a
I
costume.
will make him a T-shirt that says "Bravo" on it.
Yeah, exactly. We could have fun
No,
with that.
I will refuse. I will just miss that episode.
God damn it.
Or
Wow, bitch.
or we can tar and feather.
Yeah, exactly. We could go the old school way and just tar and feather everyone.
No.
So we're obviously working on this. Send your suggestions into
Please
at
just send your
boozandpopcorn.com.
Because I really don't want to tar and feather my brother. Actually, no, I kind of do. So please.
Please
let
send
me-
your suggestions into boozeandpopcorn@gmail.com or let us know on Twitter
Twitter.
at boozeandpopcorn.
What I
Or on
thought-
Facebook at boozeandpopcorn.
When I thought of tar and feather, then I just imagined the chicken fighting Peter and Family Guy. I'm like, why am I thinking of this? This isn't the same thing. I'm so sorry. I only had 1 beer.
Wow.
we'll come up with something,
A reward. And
a reward and a punishment.
we're working on this. It's probably going to take an
It's gonna
episode
take
or
probably the whole
two.
season.
Hopefully, someone out there will have some decent suggestions that
The
are better than
Sacco.
ours. Yeah, but
We can't ape off everything we do.
I know.
We have to
can't.
save some of it.
maybe
be
we'll
great,
make a
though.
trophy, maybe a crown. Whoever.
Crown of thorns.
A belt.
No, we can make an iron throne.
A
A throne of iron, maybe.
belt would be nice, or
belt.
even just a crown
A
that
champion's
whoever-
belt that someone that
Actually,
Robert will
dude,
raise
whoever-
above his
belt
head.
would be pretty
whoever's
dope.
leading that through the week, whoever's leading at that point can gets to wear the crown for episodes. I like this. I like where this is going.
The
Why,
loser
'cause you
has to
the
get.
crown?
Jesus.
I'm invoking a $10 million penalty for that.
Do you have those type of
Then I'm in
advanced
the lead.
privileges?
Nope. Hello,
All four.
Commissioner.
all for it?
All for John getting a $10 million penalty so that he doesn't destroy us.
Wait, no, I would just want to vote for advanced privileges.
No, for Robert, I call for
You guys said there would be
executive
Yeah, and it is a
supreme chancellor.
like you
You saw purpose that Robert go fuck himself.
it is a full season combined. It's not like whoever wins the week gets points, that kind of thing. It is your combined total of
At the
all
end of the
14
season.
weeks.
Please,
So,
if you have suggestions, make them alcohol related. Because
Oh.
we don't have money, but if we need alcohol, we have money. So
Oh, what we can do is the loser has to take like
loser stocks up the
no,
alcohol.
even
No.
better. The loser has
that's
to take
expensive.
like 6 shots right there, then quickly do like a review of a recent movie. Like once
That's
it like
not
once
a
it
terrible
kicks in,
idea.
then they have to sit down and do like a quick like
Then whoever gets a ride from me ain't getting a ride home that night
Yeah.
if I lose, which I won't.
or we can do like
Robert,
that.
you're really far behind. I don't know about that.
we'll see. This is gonna be
He's
fun.
like, you
Right
guys,
now, he
if
is
you-
about-
Yeah, if you heard the total, he's about $15 million behind John.
no,
right
but that
now.
said, he only has to catch third. He has to just not lose. He has to not be fourth.
Okay, but understand he's $11 million behind.
Yeah,
Tyler.
but like I could totally forget when we can be like, guys, I'm going to Coachella Part 2. Like,
Yeah.
peace out.
And the other thing with if you do forget, it does repopulate. If like you pick that movie and it's still in theaters, it'll keep that film.
yeah,
Theaters.
it crosses over.
Theaters, sorry.
Theater.
Correct yourself, bitch.
But yes, there are things we can. I like where this is going. But we're gonna come up.
Of course,
with,
you like where it's going. You're winning.
Yeah, exactly. So I love this. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a great high.
I would have been for this beforehand as well. I like the.
I think
the
this is
fun of
going to
it.
bring out our competitive edge, you guys. I think it
Exactly.
is.
And the
Tyler's
best
probably
part-
not really
the
gonna
best
care.
part about
Friendships
having a
will end.
Huh, what?
I don't know. Tyler
I'm
didn't seem
pretty
too
good.
invested.
No, but should we
I'm
do
invested.
loser
I would-
tattoos?
Wait,
We're gonna make
wait,
a-
wait,
Tattoos,
wait, hold
like
on,
the fantasy
hold
football
on.
league?
I'm not invested. I was the one who suggested we do this.
Yeah, but you're not the one that's all like hyped about it. Robert is.
I
For some
am.
weird
I'm low key
reason.
hyped about it. I can be hyped about my own
Tyler's
way.
like keeping it under the radar, so we don't like think about Tyler. And he's just gonna come through and just blitz us all.
He's the dark horse. My bad.
Yeah.
Everyone just covered.
giving away my plan. God
They're
damn
gonna
it.
make a
hide
movie.
away.
They're gonna make a movie about this called Booze and Popcorn Fantasy Movie League, and then subtitle "The End of All Friendships." That was the day all smiles died. Game of Thrones reference.
Hey kids, that was the day we
That was
all
the
burned
red
the
wedding.
bridge.
the red wedding.
The red wedding and the purple wedding.
God. I feel really bad that I'm behind on Game of Thrones right now.
Yeah, you should.
Real quick, do
I'm
we
really
need
far behind too, though. So
Yeah, this is true.
a cut for the battery?
No, we're fine.
We're still fine.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So, one more thing I want to touch on before we get into our recommendations is there's another small movie coming out in a couple weeks called Warcraft. The initial
Oh.
reviews are out for it. Before we get into what they are, guys, are we stoked for this movie? Are we excited? Are we ready to go see this? And also, what do we think the chances are of this being a sort of not total, but sort of step in the right direction towards a revival of maybe making decent video game movies?
Well, Robert, my butthole is so peppered for this movie. Let me tell you.
Tyler's ready to have his ceiling punched.
so
through,
peppered
guys.
right now.
There's a quarter.
So it is so peppered for this movie, guys. No, I just wanted to say that aloud for a second. Honestly, for me though, someone who's played the World of Warcraft
A
and
lot. I'm just gonna say it. A lot.
That out there.
I did play it a lot. I haven't really touched it that much because my the Slash
There are
played.
family members that were born and died in the time that he wasted. He never met them because he played World of Warcraft.
Wait,
That's an exaggeration.
that's a great. That's a great.
Wow.
That's great about my looks. Then I'm like an ancient, but I have the look of a young sprite.
or babies could have died. I don't know.
Or, well, that's really tragic, and it probably did happen if we're thinking on a worldwide scale.
It
Exactly.
did happen in South Korea.
It did happen in South Korea.
For
I'm-
StarCraft.
Wow.
So someone
No,
who
it's for World of Warcraft.
Oh, God, that's
yeah,
Oh.
they're into both. Just
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
No.
World of Warcraft's
Yeah.
here, StarCraft's like up here.
World of Warcraft.
And then
people,
Dota and-
people were crazy.
then League of Legends.
Anyways,
Anyway, so Tyler's on the
hype award
Azeroth
round.
hype train right now.
No, I'm actually not. But I'm still kind of excited to see it. But I'm hearing some of
Ah,
the
that
little
is-
press.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, like
Fuck Lothar.
when we saw the first trailer for it, I was in the mindset of, oh god, I'm so scared for this. And then I was like, hey, this could be decent at least. And now I'm hearing reviews where it's like, and I'm like, damn. Well, I wasn't that invested, so I won't be too heartbroken. But I mean, I was kind of hoping this would be a great, good attempt at a video game movie. But if this doesn't work out, then I guess they just have to make The Last of Us into a movie and make that count as the best video
already
game
is
movie
a
of all
movie.
time.
We got Assassin's Creed. Remember that.
And it looks pretty good.
And
so-
oh yeah, I'm
With
actually.
the exception of the,
Michael
the
Fassbender.
music choice for the first trailer.
yes, but that's
uh,
a trailer.
Michael,
It's
Michael,
a
what,
teaser.
Michael, do you feel anything about Warcraft?
Well, Warcraft, it's not like I'm feeling the hype. I just really
That's where I was
want
going.
it to be good because I want video game movies to be good.
You didn't think Doom was great?
I thought Agent 47
We talked about
was
this before,
fantastic.
actually.
No, that's why I want Warcraft to be good. So I want these initial reactions to be wrong. But
But your
I
gut
mean,
let's
feeling
be
is always the
honest.
best.
well, to be honest, I could have told you it was going to be a meh movie from the trailer.
Yeah.
Like just when you're watching it, they've shown some of the magic and it looks kind of meh.
See,
They've
that
shown,
was the stuff that sold me.
They've shown some of like the bigger, wider shots. When we saw it, we saw the trailer for it in IMAX 3D when we went to go see Star Wars,
Yeah.
and the visuals did not impress too much in IMAX 3D for, the trailers.
I was blown away visually
I thought it
by
looked
what
pretty
I seen
cool.
in the
I
trailer.
thought
Visually,
it was-
visually
thought it
is
was
what
a
I
little-
think the movie has going for it. For
I
me,
thought
I'm
it was a
scared about
little
the story.
overwhelming but even then,
Overall, okay, I can
He's
see
over here
overwhelming.
like
though. I can see
sensory
overwhelming.
overload.
exactly, it's
IMAX
like
3D.
it's a little bit
Yeah.
too much.
I'm seeing it in IMAX 3D.
Um,
I've already got
The trailer for it made me almost throw
I
up
would
when
do
we were
it.
in that screen.
yeah, I see exactly. It's like that.
all those
go see it-
trailers did
Y'all go
that.
see it however you want. I'm seeing it in IMAX
No, no, no.
3D.
IMAX 3D movies I'm good with. Those trailers we saw though, including that one, same thing. Where all those trailers, I was like, I can't watch it. I took off the glasses. I can't watch it. I'm gonna throw up.
Oh,
These are all,
because just
like-
too much.
just
Too
because the
much
three,
in that-
because it wasn't like the movie you're watching in 3D. It was like these trailers were made in three. Like the trailer was made in the 3D instead of like this movie was in its entirety. And now looking back, I could tell it was kind of staged a little bit, but it still was like one of my favorite videos of all time.
All right,
Bar none.
All right, and Leroy, you're gonna go to wait. Where's Leroy?
No, it's he's,
All right, God, let's
like they're all talking like in a group, and he's gonna
Yeah.
sit off to the side.
He's AFK.
just really
It says on his
stressed.
thing AFK.
Yeah. So they're kind of talking, like strategizing. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm back. Let's do this." Leroy Jenkins, and just bolts into the room like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" What the
All right,
fuck,
guys, it's
Leroy?
starting.
Go.
Yeah.
And then-
all goes to hell real quick.
I can't.
IRL.
I can't wait for the moment. Like we're halfway through the movie, we're getting close to the climax, and all of a sudden, screen. You've been disconnected from the server. Tyler throws his popcorn, just flips it up. No!
How dare thee!
Flashbacks from sophomore year.
He gets up. He gets on the
God,
floor and
I
starts
know.
convulsing. No! I checked. I've got a strong Wi-Fi connection.
Oh, that was the worst. Was back
Pulls
then
out his
too.
pulls out his phone. Hold on. I'll become a hot spot.
I'm gonna tether it.
do
I'm gonna
this.
tether it.
Someone turn on your hotspot. We have to finish.
Data plan just
And then as someone turns on their Wi-Fi, Leroy. I was like, no.
I wonder if there will be like a Leroy Jenkins drop in there of some
I
sort.
hope there's something.
There's a couple things in there that they've already Easter egged a little bit of like little nods to Warcraft or World of Warcraft. It's pretty cool.
I've heard like there's a lot of. Obviously I haven't seen the damn movie yet, but I've
let's
heard
get into
there's a lot of like little.
You recording? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He's
Feel
been
stupid.
recording since you started talking about Leroy Jenkins.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
You got all of it. But I heard that there's like little
Fan service.
like little fan service, like little not fan service,
Shame.
like Warcraft, like video game fan service, like throughout the movie here and there. That they
Fan
do.
service.
I guess.
Okay.
Like to those who play not people who just know of World of Warcraft, but people who like played it, like who were.
And play.
Yeah, that's what fan service is. Fans of the original.
However, I have heard
Well, the
they
original-
don't really spend too much time diving into the history and lore of what's going on. They just kind of like get on with it. Like, all right, here's the orcs, here's the humans, a little bit about them. Okay, let's go. And that's kind of how it goes. So they said like people who already played and know what's going on already
Yeah, and the original
will
was
be
just
able
Warcraft,
will be able
Michael.
will be able to keep up a little bit better. Whereas people who aren't familiar with I haven't played the game a second in my life. They said unless you like can really pick up on stuff really quickly, you might have a little bit of trouble staying with it.
Like a little
So-
too fastly paced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, not that so much as they just don't really talk much about the history
They
and
don't
lore
give
and
you
stuff.
yeah,
They
Do
don't
they
give
gloss
you.
over a lot of stuff? Or?
probably.
I haven't seen it.
Well, is it
so-
is it the? Are we talking like the plot points of the movie? We're talking like lore.
We're
'cause lore is
getting
like-
getting to know like the humans and orcs, what they're about, why they're doing what they're doing, and stuff like so this is just what I've heard.
So stuff like that, like motivations.
Motivations.
Because like lore is something you can never just give it all in like one movie. Like
When-
lore is
Yeah.
really heavy.
Yeah.
Like Force Awakening almost didn't give us any lore about what happened from 6 to 7.
the lore of what's going on in that moment.
That moment, yeah, that makes sense. to me.
They're kind of like, oh, this is happening. Okay, if you know what's going on, you know what's going on. Let's move on.
That should be interesting for me then, because I know like a little bit, but I wonder if I'll even be able to pick up on like the basics.
So correct. I don't know if you know too much about like the older Warcraft games, but what I've heard is it takes place in between 2 and 3, or in between 1 and 2.
I'll be straight up
Something
honest.
like
I try
that?
to stay away from as much of the
Yeah.
spoilers as possible because my memory's a little foggy
Well,
on that.
they reveal it in the trailers. It's when the orcs are first showing up in Azeroth. Whenever
Yeah.
that happened in the games, that's that's what's going on here. And that's what the trailers are saying, anyways. And everyone and a couple reviews that I've seen on YouTube and read.
I reiterated that.
They're saying yeah, you pretty much get what the trailer's giving you. Orcs are showing up in Azeroth for the first time.
Yeah.
And I heard someone say it's taking place in between 1 and 2, but I never.
think
Like I
it's
said, I've
dealing
never
with, like-
played any of them.
Because Thrall is like a major character in like Warcraft 3 and in World of Warcraft, and I think this is taking place before he's born or something
Yeah.
like that. So that would make sense either 1 or 2 or 2 and 3.
Okay.
Just because my memory's really foggy about that. Shame, I know. Shame. I know your name.
Okay.
So
Tyler Shea.
Tyler Shame.
I think we're excited.
Change your Twitter handle.
Like I'm
Nope.
looking forward to it. However, there is one movie coming out 2 weeks after that I'm looking forward to a little bit more, starring one Jeff Goldblum. Movie comes out.
Oh, I thought that was the name of the movie.
No, movie comes out on my birthday.
Sorry.
Thor Ragnarok.
What better?
Give it up, guys, for Thor Ragnarok.
I wish. I wish. But what
Jeff
better
Goldblum.
birthday present for me to get than 90s nostalgia and Jeff Goldblum Independence Day Resurgence comes out on my birthday. I am super happy.
That movie to me visually looks bad.
You know, it's going, and I've said this to all my coworkers.
Some
I
of the
cannot
star
wait.
fight stuff, I'm like, that looks really bad.
I told my coworkers I can't wait to see this piece of shit movie.
But the
I
stuff
can't
falling
wait.
from the sky
It's
looked
gonna
really
suck.
good
It's
though.
gonna
But like
suck,
the
but I
starship
can't
stuff
wait.
looked
It's a
bad.
popcorn movie.
Yeah, no, it's.
Is it a booze and popcorn movie? Wink.
So I'll be seeing it in Hollister because it's a popcorn movie. They got good popcorn, so I'll be seeing
They
it here
do.
locally.
They do.
They got good popcorn at our local theater.
The last time we went to a movie, I had to get new popcorn though because mine was stale and burnt.
His
I
was
was
stale
there.
and burnt.
But I was very polite about it, and the girl at the register was like, "Oh, let me get you the fresh batch just came out right now."
Did she,
gave
did
me
she
the
give you, did
freshest
she
of
give you like
batches.
the little wink because you looked hella fly? Was she like, all right, this guy's
Michael, was that looking fly that day?
It was a dark room. I wouldn't be able to.
We were
in
hanging
the
out
movie
beforehand.
theater, Tyler.
We were hanging out beforehand because like we got there like 30 minutes early by accident because Tyler read the wrong time.
Yeah. I thought I was running late. Show up. Oh, that's our for 30 minutes.
Oh, so you mean you showed up on time?
Wait, did you just refer to yourself in third person? I just need to clarify that.
What?
Did I?
Yeah, you said Tyler.
I tend to
You
do it
said-
outside of
yeah.
here pretty much.
So
a lot.
that's a point for the douchebag jar.
Yeah. I tend to do it a lot.
Just referring to yourself
This
as the
is going
third
to be a
person.
very expensive thing for Tyler.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for the.
I wish it was
alcohol
just
we
a
will buy
Venmo
with it.
thing. I wish the jar was like just a Venmo account.
No, we need a physical jar in the center of the table.
It could be a Venmo account.
could
We just
make
have
it
to
a
open a
Venmo
checking
account.
account for booze and popcorn.
No, I need a physical jar.
Oh, so you
I
see
need it.
pass.
I-
Franks.
I need it.
Ass pennies.
I've lost it.
Independence Day should be.
It's gonna suck,
It's
but I
probably-
can't wait.
I mean, was the first movie
No,
good?
no,
No, but it's a fun movie.
I can't wait.
That's what
7
this is
out
gonna
of
be.
10.
That's what this movie's gonna be. It's gonna be a fun movie that if you look at it critically, you're gonna hate it. If you
Let's
go
light
into-
it up like the 4th of
If
July.
you go into
It's
just
4th
like,
of July. Let's throw on some fireworks.
if you go
Oh,
into
wow.
just like,
Cause line delivery.
fuck it, let's just watch a movie. Let's have fun. Now, I must say, Bill Pullman's monologue at the end of the original Independence Day is still one of my favorites.
No, the first one has a lot of great moments, memorable moments, not great,
Yeah.
moments, memorable moments.
But not a great
Like
movie on the whole.
I don't think
On
anyone.
the whole.
Like, wait.
I don't think anyone
Preparation
doesn't
H.
know the shot of the White House getting blown up. Like,
Is it-
like no
that's-
one doesn't know that shot.
How
so-
about when Will Smith killed those cockroaches?
That's another one for the jar.
Back in Black, guys. Wait, Men in Black. Men in Black.
That's 2 for the jar.
Wow. Wow.
The joke was gonna be Will Smith in another movie with aliens.
I don't know. Tyler might just want to stop talking.
I just might need to stop talking.
But Independence Day Resurgence comes out after Warcraft, and I'm stoked for it because it's on my birthday, and I get Jeff Goldblum and 90s nostalgia.
I'm pretty excited for it too.
all in one. It's so cool. Well, it's not cool. It's gonna suck.
Are you
it's
really
gonna
excited
suck.
for it?
I'm calling it. It's gonna suck, but I can't wait to see it.
But like this is like earnestly you're that hyped for
It's
it.
it's a combination of my birthday, June 24th, Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum, and old 90s movie nostalgia. It's a combination of those two that's making me hyped. I'm saying here the movie's gonna suck.
But but that my question is, yeah, you're that earnestly
I'm
hyped
earnestly
about it.
excited to go see this piece of shit.
Okay, that answered everything I needed. There we go.
Basically, the feeling we had for Gods of Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not
It's like-
excited to see
It's
that.
like-
I
it's
was like,
all
I'm
right,
in
no,
for
no, no, no.
shit.
It's like Stand By Me. Like they're all excited to go see the dead body. Ultimately, it's a dead body. You shouldn't be excited for it, but they were stoked. And that's what I shouldn't be excited for Independence
wow.
Day because it's gonna
Wow.
suck. It's gonna be smelly. It's gonna be flies all over it and shit. But you know what? Jeff Goldblum. I'm happy.
Yeah.
If there's anything you know about Booze and Popcorn, is we love Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Plug.
Change
that
your
one.
apartment. Change the world.
They like to go after the monuments, guys. His phone vibrated.
Yes, good.
It was nice.
So you know victory is
Yes.
a deep cut.
Ooh.
So what recommendations you guys got?
That's a deep one right there.
Phrasing. What recommendations you guys got for our listeners / maybe viewers in like 3 months?
I'll keep it short. I'm gonna recommend There Will Be Blood. It's a great movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm pretty sure John has recommended it before,
He has.
I have.
but I watched it recently and I'm gonna recommend it again.
Later.
And I'm just gonna keep it short and just say you should watch it. It's on Netflix.
I want to go. I normally go last. I want to go second.
Okay, go
Keep
ahead.
it Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm gonna say Gangs of New York
Ooh.
because I also watched it recently, and Daniel Day-Lewis is great, and Leo's great in that. Cameron Diaz sucks, but the rest of the movie's awesome. Check it out.
Nice.
John Tyler, I don't care who goes next.
John, go.
Please say my left foot. Please say my left.
I've never seen that movie.
I thought
sorry.
I wanted him to say Lincoln, so we could all just recommend it.
I want to
movie
keep.
either.
I want to keep it Daniel Day. You got anything? 9? Have you seen 9? No, 9 sucks.
Have you seen Lincoln?
No, I haven't. I don't see.
What are you doing with
seen-
your life?
Spy Kids?
Spy Kids. Help us save us. Floop is a madman. What?
Cetus Lapidus,
It's Floop is a
John.
madman. Help us, save us.
Shark Boy versus Lava?
It's looped over and over.
Floop is a madman. Help us, save us. I remember it. I don't know why, but it's just in my head.
It goes either way. Fuck it.
Robert Rodriguez does that.
You
No,
go either
I-
way. Anyways,
Don't watch TV anymore. Just stop. Give up on life. It's not worth it. Fuck all of y'all. God damn.
John, you know we love you, right?
Drop the mic. He's done. that was amazing.
No, I don't know if I don't think I've watched any movies.
You've never.
recently.
Have you ever seen Lincoln?
No, I have not. I just never end up getting around to
Watch Lincoln too. It's really
watch
good.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire.
what if that was
It's way
Tyler's
better.
suggestion?
Way better.
Dick?
Watch
Superior
anything
movie.
with Daniel Day-Lewis in it besides 9.
No,
it
watch that
sucks.
anyways.
9 sucks.
His best work yet.
9 sucks.
Actually,
It's the only movie he's done in the past
Never
like
mind, I
20 years that didn't get an Oscar nomination.
I got it because I haven't seen it recently, but I've been talking a lot about it for whatever reason. Fight Club, because awesome movie, really awesome cinematography in that movie. The way it's shot is really interesting,
Classic.
and I love that film. That's one of my.
Fincher.
Yeah, that's-
Venture.
there's a lot of really cool
Yeah.
things. There's a lot of really cool things done in that movie. Weird. A lot of really cool things done in the movie that like a lot of other films wouldn't have even thought to do. So I really like that film.
Fun fact.
What do you got, Tyler Durden?
Oh my goodness, I love that.
That's a good segue.
I know that was a great segue. I was gonna recommend
You guys
because
like,
I haven't
derailed my segue by stopping to say it was a great segue.
everyone
Thank you.
does that.
Yep.
Everyone does that. Everyone's like, oh, great segue, because it's like that was masterful.
Okay, Tyler.
Did you say masterful?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Another point.
Masterful.
I don't know, masterful. That's like a
That was a
penny
huge
one.
compliment.
No, I think you should get one for saying I love that when he called him Tyler Durden, though.
No,
Why?
no.
I was
You guys
absolutely
are-
like.
You guys don't understand the idea.
No,
of
you're,
the
Yeah.
douchebag jar.
you're,
He has to say
yeah.
something very douchey, like
he hasn't said anything douchey.
like.
I just did a play on his name of Tyler and called it. We were talking
When
Fight
I start,
Club, and I was like
when
Tyler
I start
Durden.
name dropping like directors of cinematography or photography, then
You mean
just
like Robert
fucking-
does all the time?
When we're talking about the Oscars
when
and
I
the winner of best cinematography.
But when I just name drop it in a conversation about what I was watching on TV, then
So,
yeah.
Becca, what was your favorite romantic?
So Becca, the classical artist I'm in love with. I haven't watched any movies recently because I've been busy. So I'm gonna recommend though, if anyone did I talk about this last time? The Night Manager.
no.
No, AMC, BBC. They did a collab show called The Night Manager. That is great. It's a miniseries. It has
Starring your new 007.
Tom, not confirmed, but damn, I am super stoked because he's Tom Hiddleston.
It's happening.
It's
Ooh.
based off of John Le Carre. Wow, where'd the accent come from? It's based off I think
John
it's
Louis
just a single
Leguizamo,
book.
you said, I think?
No, John Le
Oh.
Carre. He's like a he wrote a bunch of like spy novels or espionage novels or things like
He-
an older John Grisham.
Yeah, yeah,
type
yeah. He
thing.
gets
Okay.
it. He
Like
gets
noir.
he gets the food truck, makes the Cuban sandwiches with John Favreau.
Yeah,
Who's yeah,
Yeah,
chef,
okay.
Chef
Okay,
Boyardee.
yeah.
But
Chef
it's Chef Boy.
Anyways,
It's really good though because it's basically like you're watching a tryout for 007 because it's very much a spy miniseries. There's a lot of English and it's English, so like from the music to some of the beats and to just kind of like even the beginning intro like cinematic thing almost seems like the beginning intro you see like a James Bond film with like the weird RC imagery that transforms and everything. And I'm pretty sure.
Can you do that again?
Slower.
They,
Interpretive
I'm,
hits.
I'm calling it. Cast him as a wizard in the next in the Warcraft sequel. There's gonna be one. Cast him as a wizard, please. I must see this. Stop. Don't. No one hire this man.
You hire him, hire him.
Hire me. But if you don't want to watch that, I recommend go to youtube.com/kindafunny and support those guys because I do.
I have an honorable mention. Can I do an honorable mention?
I guess
Make
you
it
can do
quick.
an honorable
Well, he
mention.
said Night Manager, so it just made me think. If you can find it online, probably on YouTube, Chad Vader. That's an
Oh.
old one.
Oh God!
Chad Vader. Look it up.
I
Thank
wanted
me later.
Just
I wanted
recommend
to meet
Old
with you
Greg
to-
while you're at it.
I wanted to meet
I'm
with you
all
to
Greg,
discuss a
I'm
more
all Greg.
powerful
I got a
laser
bandana.
checkout system.
Want to see my downstairs mix?
So yeah,
Baileys.
Chad Vader, Night
God
Manager.
damn.
Thank me later.
They're so stupid.
Night Manager, you'll like that. If you like BBC, you'll like it. It's
Yeah.
great. Sorry, Hiddleston's in it, and Hugh Laurie.
Hale-
Hugh
I-
Laurie in his natural accent. So if you watched House for years and didn't realize he was an English actor, you'll find out real quickly that he's not American because you get to hear his natural accent.
I don't know.
It's
I
really nice.
don't know. I heard him in Tomorrowland, and he's got a pretty good American. I think he's American. And he's doing a pretty good English accent.
You know what?
Kinda
we
like
can
Simon
agree
Pegg.
to like never agree. So let's do that.
Franklin.
He speaks English both. Both types of English well.
Both
She's
real
speaking
English and
no, no.
proper
after
English.
after Frank. No, you were there. After we got. I think you were. No, you weren't there. After Frank and I saw Force Awakens once, I tried to convince him that Simon Pegg was Irish. And I was like, he does a really good English accent, and Frank was like, he's English. I'm like, no, he's totally Irish. And I was trying to get Frank to believe me, and he kind of sort of bought it to the point where he had to Google it to second guess himself.
It's funny because like David Tennant, English actor, or no, he's Scottish, but for like Doctor Who, he had to use an English accent for that, and I didn't know he was Scottish ever till I heard him in an interview. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, they didn't really want a Scottish doctor, and then they got one
And
who
then
had a
they got
Scottish
one.
accent, but. It's funny how even like European actors they have to change their dialect to like match roles like
Yeah.
that. Like you're too Scottish. We need you more English. Like damn.
The English have so many different variations. of
It's
accents.
really. I've tried to
Dear
like
God.
see like how you can do. What's the difference between like Scottish? Like I looked up Scottish versus Irish even, and that's like hard enough to like wrap your head around. And then there's this version of Scottish versus this version of Scottish, and then like in England. There's like, which part of England are we talking about? Like,
Yeah,
there's
you're
like a bunch of
running-
different ones right there.
Your variations, you've got like your
Jordies.
Colin Farrell, your Colin Firth, your
Different Collins.
different Collins. You've got
Tom
like your
Collins.
Simon Pegg accent. You've got your
Simon Cowell
your
accent.
Simon
Colin
Cowell
Hanks.
accent.
He got red on you.
You got your Daniel Craig accent.
You've got your Daniel Craig accent. You've got a Sean Connery accent
Yeah.
in the UK.
That's
area.
just like Scottish.
You've got a lot of different, lots of
Righteous
different
nation.
options for
The
accents.
best English accent though.
Yeah, your
hands
Daniel
down, is
Radcliffe.
Cockney. Just saying.
Cockney accents.
Jason Statham's got the best English accent ever. He does a great impression of an Englishman.
Watch
Does he really?
Snatch.
Check it out.
Watch Snatch.
Yeah, watch Snatch. That's all we're gonna
Brad Pitt's pikey accent is
Oh
fantastic.
God, it's terrible.
It is beautiful. It is
Uh-huh.
so.
He also has
So
an amazing
great.
Italian accent.
Oh God, I've
I
never,
speak the best Italian.
I've never wanted to end an episode more than I do now.
Riverderci.
Nicole Kidman has a really good English
I think I was
accent,
there
too.
about 5 minutes ago.
Gorlami.
Hail Hydra, everybody!
Wait, do you know who has a great English accent? Tom DeLonge.
No one cares. Like I said, from Booze and Popcorn, Hail Hydra. Johnny, where can we find you on social media?
SFS_VNext17.
Toiler.
At Tyler Shane.
Brava.
I have a new one, you guys. At Don't B and P. Feel free to not message me, but you can, and I might reply. Just
Franklin.
You can find me anywhere on the internet. Just type in Frank Pan DUH.
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 I'm Robert. You can find me at Robert Tabrizi on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me at Booze and Popcorn on Twitter, Facebook, Stitcher, iTunes.
Grinder.
Booze and Popcorn doesn't have a grinder, Tyler. Snapchat. You're the social media guy. Make one.
Steve, we do have a Snapchat.
No, grinder.
Grinder.
For Booze and Popcorn?
Yeah, duh.
And
Weird. Wait, why don't we make Frank make it?
what are you
That's
saying?
not cool, man. It's not
That
cool.
that's
Because I'm
that's
busy editing
that's
your
2
goddamn
points to
video.
the jar.
Because you make dick jokes about him all the time?
Yeah.
No, because he's too busy editing the podcast.
Yes.
That
He is
hasn't
busy
come out yet.
He has other
Franklin.
things going on in his life, Tyler.
Franklin does so much work, and you sit on your lazy ass.
Is your name Franklin or is it Frank?
God.
Francisco is his actual name.
Francisco.
Okay.
Which apparently to some customers is fun to say. That is the oldest joke in the world.
Francisco.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Hey, Frank.
Anyways,
We've been
I have a
boozing
very good
popcorn.
diary that I wrote.
like guys, we've been boozing popcorn. Bye. Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Exit Crossbones.
Exit Crossbones. Hail
Enter-
Hydra.
enter
Captain
Crossbones,
America's a
exit
Nazi.
Crossbones. Enter Crossbones, exit
Captain America's a Nazi Hydra agent. Read
Ah.
it. It's in the comics. It's canon now. Happened.
Uh,
Mancy.